Hello everybody, welcome to the new channels. We're going to restart the Prison Architect series because how it worked out fine for the first couple episodes, but then like around episode 2, 3 of last season, not seasons, but last series, last channels, version of this, what we found is that the game kind of stopped working. Like, my workers would just not build. They refused to. And I obviously didn't want this. Oh, these guys are new? I'm gonna go with this guy. Because I like his star. It's like he's the sheriff. But yeah, and I think I figured that out. I tested it out on a couple different maps and stuff, worlds, I don't know what you want to call them, different prisons. And I think I figured it out is because, and just pause it here, or actually, I guess we can let them get in. But what I found was the issue. Okay, now they're in. What I found was the issue is this delivery spot. Sometimes, and I can't think of why, sometimes it would randomly say, you know what, there's not enough space or something. So then what I found the solution was is to really quickly just create a big area for deliveries, or just, another big area across the street for deliveries and, garbage and all that, so that there's a place for them to take all of that. And that's what I found is the best way. So, when we run into that problem and workers aren't doing anything, it's typically because the supplies aren't coming in, because they, for some reason, are told they have no place to put this stuff. But I guess first things first, we need to kind of plan out what we're doing. It's going to be very similar to the last prison, though I have another kind of version that I found that I like. So we'll go through that in just a second. But so we're going to go here, and then we're going to create, just make it known that that's going to be inside. This is one part that I hate about playing this on PS4, but it's fine. And then door here. Why did it go there? I wasn't even going there. But yeah. So I kind of figured it out. I think we're going to be good. Now that it's fixed, I don't think we should have any problems like that. Reception area shouldn't need to be any bigger than that. There you go. But now there's new, I guess, kind of version of this prison that I've thought of, and I think it'll work out well. Is kind of making it a lot more I mean, I don't want to say outdoorsy, but like that's kind of how it is. Like these supposed prison blocks aren't all going to be inside, and I've seen this, and I think it might be kind of fun, and as it updates, it might become more challenging. But these walls that I'm about to build aren't going to be on foundation. It's kind of going to be fencing, if you know what I mean. And it's just going to kind of be each. I don't know. I don't know the best way to explain it. I guess each destination is kind of just a spot to stop and do it. I'm pretty sure that is the utility rooms. I can check that real quick. I think that's the utilities. And I'm also going to have 2 utility rooms fairly close off the bat, and then just divide my, okay, so it's there. Okay, so I need to go one more on the planning. Oops. Okay, there, and then this next one we can start. And then now we can go over here. Okay. Our holding cell, we're going to have 2 holding cells, really. I don't know exactly the size of those either. I really don't. Actually, I need to go ahead and make this so I know it's foundation. And then, same thing over here. I think that's it. Yep. Okay. Now, from here, it's going to kind of go straight into cells. And cells are going to work, we'll get to that in a second, because we need to get the rest of this. Actually, no, sorry, showers right here. Next to the shower, I'm not sure how big the shower is. we'll just try to make it like, I think that's big enough, right? Needs to be an odd number, so there's a spot in the middle. Yep. So we'll have that right there. So then head, head, wall, head, head. Got it. Okay. And then there's going to be an object right there. It's going to be an open shower. You can walk straight in from either side. But it's going to be closed, as in that object is just going to be a drain. So that's why I'm marking that as a drain. Just trying to get the basics down. We're going to basically plan out to the canteen, and then we're going to call it. And then we're going to start actually building. My hopes in this episode... I forgot to start my timer. Oh, no. How long have I been playing? Oh, no. We'll go start a timer for like 40 minutes. I know I haven't been playing 20 minutes, but... That's just when we'll start the timer for... I completely forgot to do that. Oh, geez, Scoob. Oh, jeez. Oh. That's not good. There you go. 40 minutes. Right there. Start. Okay. When that goes off, we're going to call it. Okay. So we got holding cells, and the holding cells have room to expand. It basically just moves everything over one if it has to be. I guess I can go ahead and quickly do that. And I try not to use these a lot. I've mentioned that. I try not to use these quick things a lot. It doesn't need... Okay, everything needs to go over one. I try not to use these a lot just because it's kind of... Not cheap, but it's just kind of... I guess it is kind of cheap, but I don't care. I don't care because... Whatever. People are going to be mad about it either way. Door there. And then... It's going to be... I don't know. But walls. So that wall would actually end up being here. So actually, let's just go here and erase all of this. Yep. And then we can come here and do it better. Yep. And these walls right here are all fences. Like, that's just going to be one big fence. Eventually, yes, we'll have perimeter fencing all around. What did I say? It was 7. There we go. Right there. Nope, 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 nope. Not what I meant to do. So, I guess it's kind of gonna be like an outdoor, like, village almost, as far as how it's gonna be. That's the main plan. Okay, holding cells. Utilities, so I guess I can go ahead and mark it. This is the utilities. I think it goes up to like here. I think that's where it goes up to. Same for here. Right, yeah. And then it's going to open up into the rest of the prison. So the blocks are going to kind of be like this. And if all we had done is planning in this episode, that's fine. But then next episode we can really hit the books hard. Another door just kind of as an airlock, it's not to like keep people in and out, but it's just kind of, we probably might end up building another shower for this block of cells. Yeah, that's probably gonna happen. So, and then we'll try to keep like minimum security over here. But the one thing I messed up on in the last prison is I didn't do this. I didn't leave myself space to branch off to another block, and that's the one thing that's the one place I messed up, and I kind of had to run. You had to go through a medical ward just to get to the rest of the prison, which was where I messed up on this kind of style. So it just kind of screwed itself over, but we'll give ourselves a little bit of walk. Oops. Give ourselves a little bit of walking room before we get to the next big thing. And then you're going to enter like your cells. And cells are going to work like this. They're going to be all across here. and then all across here, and then on this side, right over here. And then everything's going to be in the middle for this block. This block will use this yard canteen thing, and it'll have its own common room and everything. And what I might even do is I don't know how big it's going to be. But what I might also do is, instead of making more things here, instead of making more cells here, I guess I should say, instead have it like that's maybe an extra common room, or maybe I don't have room in the middle for a common room, a canteen, and a kitchen, and etc. So then maybe I do that over here. You know, maybe I'd put a couple of the things over here. Also, to squeeze in room, it's probably going to come up a little bit more, but we'll get to that in a second because that's still a long ways away. We need to get these essentials done. So I think I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm going to go ahead and start putting down some of the structures here. I think we are. You know what? Let's get this stuff done first and down. That's fine. It's not going to affect it if it's too tall for, you know, what we had. And there. I'm not sure how big the showers are in this. They're not that big. I kind of want them a little bit bigger. But I guess if these are going to be just for the holding cells anyway, then it might not matter. I'll just build my own shower. I don't care. Let's see. What else do we need? What else do we need instantly? Let's go ahead and get our oopsies. Let's go and get our utilities. Go there and flip it. Oh. And there. Yep, that's good. Then we can go ahead and get the rest of this built right here. Are we going to build in brick or concrete? I think concrete better. I like the idea of concrete more. Oh, wait a minute. Cancel that. That needs to be built off of this. Oops. That needs to be here. And then this needs to go here. We're going to need this built. That's all fencing, and that's good. So, and I'm going to try, while they build this, I'm going to try to visualize it for you over here. So, if we're going to do the improved cells for medium security, just so they are maybe a little bit happier, and maybe we don't have to upgrade them to maximum. So they're that big. I think that's how big an improved cell is. Slow that down so I have some time to explain this. Yeah, wait. Yeah, that's exactly how big. So what we're going to do is we're going to have them like this, and then like this on both sides of this thing. So, you know, it'd be like that over here, and then like that over here. And that's one cell block. That's like one group of prisoners. Then we'll have the common room and maybe a classroom over here. Then over here in the middle, we'll have their yard, their canteen, and their kitchen. And that should be everything they need. And that also leaves room, maybe over here, probably over here, for like a small cleaning cupboard for the people in that spot to have their own cleaning cupboard. That also leaves room for a medical ward if we want to do that. But I think we'll probably do the medical ward kind of for everybody towards the front. Most likely. It may not end up that way, but who knows. Let's go ahead and demolish these walls, because again, they're just going to stay open anyway. So just go ahead and break those guys. There you go. Yep. Go ahead and tell them to build the fencing here. And what we'll do... Why did it move me over there? I think we need to come here, and over here. Then what we'll do is just build all the way across for now. Until we're ready to build that. Because who knows, we may end up in these holding cells for a hot minute. I think that leaves... What? that to be done. Let's go ahead and add our initial jail door. And then our second jail door. Yep. That's all good. They can go ahead and speed this up. Then what we need in here is... Where's just walls? Oh, over here. Wait a minute, the walls aren't in there. We will have it here. We will have it here. And then we'll go ahead and designate this room as a shower. This is a shower. You missing items? Oh, you're missing shower heads. That's weird. Where's our shower heads? There they are. Okay. Now we'll just go bam, 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 oops, bam, bam. We won't need that many in here. I mean, honestly, like, because this is basically gonna be for maybe the first block, and that's kind of it. Give me just a sec. Okay, we're back. Sorry. Okay, now this is right here. This is honestly just kind of looks. I just kind of like the look of that. It really has no merit as far as what it means to the buildings itself, but it's just kind of there because I like the look of it. I think they've finished all of that. They have. So I think we're good to go ahead and start on the next like layer of stuff, I guess, if that's how you want to say it. I'm gonna also go ahead, just while I have money, max out these things on capacitors. And I just like having all my utilities in one place, so I don't have to worry about where it's coming from. So essentially the top half of the prison is going to be powered by this one, the bottom half is going to be powered by the other one. Hopefully to split it, and I don't have to, again, pay for one and find a place for it later on. I just already have two of them. But those cost a lot of money, jeez. Let's go ahead and mark this as reception. There we go. Also, I forgot to, in my one of mine, I forgot to have a reception area, and that ended up screwing me like big time. You may also be wondering, where's reception? Here it is. You may also be wondering, where's our offices going to be? Some of them are going to be up here, like 3 of them up here, and then 3 of them down here. That's the best way. I kind of like the symmetry of that. That's just kind of how I decided it's the best way to do it. It's going based on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 by 7, I believe that is. We can go ahead and finish out. 5 by 6 or 5 by 7? I think that's 5 by 7. I'm not 100% on that. Oh, 5 by 6, okay. Well, we can go ahead and erase this just for now. Just for meow. 1, 2. Okay, now here's where we want the first one. We want the first one right here. Okay. So now let's get our actual planning out. 1, 2, 5 by 6, right there. And then another one, 5 by 6, right there. And then this fencing is going to come up all the way to here. No, here. And then extend as far as we need it. Let's just go over here. Let's just do 10, and then that puts 40 in one block. I think that's plenty. Yeah, I think that should be good. Right? Yeah, that should be good. Let's just kind of repeat this, right? So if it's 5, it's 5, so it just needs to be a multiple of 5. Or, well, minus, yeah, multiple of 5. And then right there, oopsies. God damn it. God damn it. Everyone ignore what just happened. We don't need to talk about it. I'm an idiot. Bam. Bam, and bam. And those ones are too short. What did I do? I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know what I did wrong. I know what I did wrong. But, you get the point. That's just kind of how it's going to go on both sides. There we go. So we can just kind of start building those now. Go 10, and then we can continue on from there. See where we're at. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we may have to, you know, only build the first 20 now. Oh, it's not gonna let me do that for now. Yeah, but we may have to, only do the first 20 for now, and then save the rest for later. That may just be what we have to do. Also, I'm gonna want to get dogs really quickly, because with this prison, it's gonna be very easy for them to dig out to here until I have just one big perimeter fence, and then eventually perimeter wall once I have the money. It's gonna take a lot, so we're gonna probably quickly hook that up. But then that leaves this whole middle area for canteen, kitchen, and yard is all it has to fit in the middle. And for 40 people, those really don't have to be that big. And then it's going to kind of be repeating this process up here. And then over here, we'll probably end up our protected custody. And then maybe we might have a minimum sec. Like, this may be minimum sec. Eventually. And then eventually, once we're, down the road a bunch, we'll have max sec over here. And we might even throw, like, a small super max down right in here. One way in, one way out. And there's just armed security everywhere. But we also might save that for over here. But I know protected custody is probably going to be up here, down here. And then we're going to have medium and minimums all throughout here. And while they're all sharing one block, we're going to have to, actually, let's get these guys building. While they're all sharing one block, we're going to have to keep it very, I don't know how to say it. But, oh, okay, now we can build. Now I can plan. Okay, now here's going to be our one big, we got 10 right there. 10. 1, 2, so it's going to be right. I'm sure if I did that right. I may or may not have done that right. Not 100% on that. Not like quite 100% on whether I did that right or not. But I'm pretty sure I did. So I'm gonna say that's good. Let's go ahead and get the fence built. That's you know, important. Clearly, I mean, you know, them being able to just walk out of prison. But the CEO has called me many times about letting people walk out of prison. He does not enjoy that very much. I forgot I can just do this and then fix it later. But I don't necessarily know how far down it's gonna go there. So, okay, right. Let's go out to here, and then let's go back to quick rooms for a second. And we know, right? Yeah, we know right here is going to be our first. And then we know right here is going to be our second. So, and then we can plan from here. So 5 by 6. Right there. And that needs to come down to here. Oops, not over from there. But over from here. Right there. There we go. Okay, and then that's all wall. Right? Oh, I messed up on that. I see where I messed up on that. But we get kind of the point of how far it needs to go over. Yeah. I think that's right. I kind of want this like that. But I mean, I know it doesn't matter. It's just kind of annoying. But you know what we can do real quick to fix it? This is what we're gonna do to fix it. Where's walls? Okay, I am blind also, just so you know. I am indeed blind. I cannot see anything. Like, it is pathetic how blind I really am. But that's gonna be that, and then we can build this one big block right here. And once we get this at least laid out, we're probably gonna call the episode there. Let's add a door here, jail door to get through. Do we want an airlock? I don't think we do. I don't think that's really necessary. Then we can go into our planning and eliminate a lot of these plan markings because they get kind of annoying. They're good when you're setting it up or you're trying to visualize it, but once you get past that step, they're just annoying as hell. Or knowing what you're going to do in the future, or if I'm trying to, maybe I'm trying to show you guys something before it actually ends up happening. That's when it's really good, but outside of that, it's just kind of dumb and annoying. Go ahead. Finish. There you go. Yep. Now where do we want the doors on this? Oh, we can go ahead and start. Or I don't know if we want to start building that. We might want to finish this row though. But okay. I say a door right here. You can go into the canteen. We forgot to leave room for a yard, though I guess an indoor yard might be okay. I didn't think about that. I guess we're just gonna have to have an indoor yard. I didn't think about that at all. I am stupid. Yeah, let's go here. What's this thing in total? 41, so that means halfway is here, so we need the wall here, right? And then yard, we'll have the kitchens up here, we'll have a serving table here. One serving table is supposed to be able to do 40 people, and that's saying that we're not going to try to keep any in our holding cells, like, because it's just annoying to have to deal with that. So we're going to keep nothing in a holding cell. No one in a holding cell. And one serving table is supposed to be able to serve 40 people. But we might squeeze in two just because. I think a kitchen is like this. Like the minimum size for a kitchen, and then we can always make it bigger if we decide we want to. But for now, we'll stick with that. Oops, that's wrong. That is wrong. That is not correct. I'm not sure we'll be able to squeeze in serving tables. Ooh, that might be an issue. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're gonna have to put them in here. And then, I don't know. We can have them exit here. We can at least have the exit doors here. So, bam, bam. We'll just do it that way. These kitchens don't have to be big because they're gonna be we're gonna have kitchens serving very small amounts of people, and a hope to keep people separate, like keep maximum security away from everyone because they just cause all sorts of trouble. We'll go ahead and designate this as a yard. Rooms right here, right here. Put yard here. Yes. There we go. Go ahead and say just build. Is it? Where's middle? Where's the middle? What's this total? 12. Oh, so we need to go 5, 2, and then a double jail door here. Or it's going to the yard. We don't really need a door. Because, I mean, it doesn't have... Because that doesn't have to be enclosed, right? And neither does I'm pretty sure even a canteen doesn't have to be enclosed, so it's actually fine the way it is. So we can just kind of keep them like kind of the same thing. There, and then kitchens. Here. Yeah. Okay, and you can kind of see how that's going to work out. Then we'll, later on when we come back next episode, we'll lay down the, not only finish up this, but we'll also do some, a common room, probably a classroom, medical ward, etc. over here. And we'll probably get that all done next episode, and maybe being able to actually import to capacity 40 prisoners. And that will be fun to do. In the meantime, I might go ahead and wire the place up and at least lay the planning lines out for the rest of it. But thank you all for watching. See you guys in the next episode.